Hello, Brodies, Ponies, and Peg Sisters, and welcome to EquestriaTalk. I'm IndigoWest.
And I'm Static Blitz.
And today we have with us YokaTheChangeling. Why don't you say hey to everyone?
Hello, everyone.
Alright, and this is an interview that I've been pretty excited for because he makes amazing remixes.
He does. I have heard of him.
Alright.
Thanks.
Well, you're welcome. And I gotta say, my favorite right now would be the One Trick Pony one.
That is a good one. It's
Favorite out of 3 that I have so far.
Well, you can only make more, and as you make more, you'll get better.
Yeah, it only goes up from here.
Oh yeah.
exactly.
Alright, first question is, how long have you been making music or, making remixes?
Music, like in general.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of a long story. I was introduced to a guitar when I was like 13. It was me, my brother, and a friend of ours. Father of that friend, he teached all of us how to play guitar, and it's kind of started from there. So I learned guitar, then several years later I learned drums, and I always wanted to learn piano. So I think 3 years ago I got myself a piano and started learning it, but I wasn't like recording it. I was just playing and sometimes improvising, sometimes composing something, but never like learned anything to record it with. So, and probably like maybe a year ago or two, I started to learn like programs. I think FL Studio was my first, but I still like didn't got far with it. I learned the basics, learned some VSTs and all that. But when I was introduced to pony fandom and I heard all this like music that's going on, I was basically blown away by the fact that how to say, normal, real people making such an awesome music on such a good level. And at some point I was just like inspired by that, and I want to kind of get myself on that level. So I can't really tell you when I like decided to start making remixes, but eventually I did a remix of Rainbow Factory, and when I was doing it, I was like, I must push it as hard as I can. I must make it as good as it possibly can be done by me. And a lot of people seems to like it, and
Well, it did turn out very good.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Sorry for a long story. I have tendency to just talking a lot.
No, that's all right.
No
That's one fun thing about interviews. They can go off topic.
And trust me, we've had interviewees where they rambled on for a long time.
Oh yeah, and we don't mind. Like we're patient people. We like to listen.
Oh yeah, we love to talk
Great.
to new people. Love meeting new people.
Exactly.
Great.
All right. So what? Wow. Okay. So what made you become a brony?
Become a brony. I was kind of like, I became brony probably, at the 1st of December of last year, or not. No, season 2, like in the middle of season 2.
Okay.
And I live in Russia, if like anyone don't know that fact. And in Russia we don't have like a lot of bronies, a lot of like following from My Little Pony. But we still have some. And I was seeing pictures of that ponies on some forums and other stuff. And I saw first generation of ponies. We had it here, yeah, like somewhere in the 90s. We got it late, very late. And I saw like a couple of episodes. I actually thought that they were cute, kind of.
Yeah.
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 So I got interested in this pony thing. What is going on with it? And so we have a site that called Lurk More, which is like Wikipedia but for internet.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And there was big article about My Little Pony and bronies. And what was curious for me, that article was really positive, because this site is usually like really sarcastic, really like well, as internet. But this article is really positive, like this is really something good. And I was reading about those bronies, like those good people on the internet, like people on the internet being like reasonable. What is going on? Is it real life? Is it just fantasy? Yes, so I got almost immediately interested. I watched pretty much first season like in 2 or 3 days. Found the QD, found all other sites, and I was running since then.
Okay.
So basically, and another thing about me, kind of, I probably just got interested in the brownie fandom, and I basically stayed here at brownie fandom mostly because of the brownies, because of the fact that it's such a different fandom from anything else.
Oh yeah.
It is.
It's really positive. It's really like inspiring in many ways.
Oh,
And I couldn't find anything like that, like anywhere, at any time.
no.
I mean, have you watched the Brony documentary?
Yeah, I watched it.
That,
I actually, I heard some mixed reviews of it. I think the documentary actually quite alright, and it does the work it was kind of aiming to do.
oh yeah,
And
it's really
it's
inspiring.
what brownies are and what the difference is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So documentary was good.
It was. It actually showed people that were not just a bunch of weirdos that sit in a locked room and watch ponies.
No.
I think that's the main part, because a lot of people just like heard in My Little Ponies, heard in bronies, and like adult fan of ponies, and think about some sort of weirdos.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it actually showed the people who actually have, hardships in life, but they still want to be in the fandom and make all the awesome
Yeah.
stuff.
Pretty much they do their everyday life. They go to work, do everything, and on their off time, watch some ponies.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
I mean, one of the guys said even because of My Little Pony, he was able to get over his fear and get a job interview and actually get a job.
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah, I think that just in general, fandom kind of, because of it's so positive and it's so like, I don't know the word,
It's all right.
basically positive.
Inspiring.
It's supporting everyone who is in this fandom.
Yeah.
And because of support, some people can do things they thought they never could.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
of course, every fandom has its little.
Yeah, they have their every fandom's gonna have those certain
people.
yes, that will try and drag other people down with them, but
But I think the support of this fandom, how many people are nice and all that, I kind of make up for it.
yeah,
Yep. Totally.
definitely.
All right. Next question is: were you inspired by anyone to make music?
Anyone in the fandom or in general?
Or just, yeah, in general?
Anyone in general, yeah.
inspired by me to make music. Probably, hmm, uh, probably Joe Hisaishi. Did you heard of him? Have you? He composer for a lot of Studio Ghibli movies and also some. Mm, what was the name? I've forgotten all the names now today. Basically, he's a Japanese composer of pretty much classical orchestral music. I love his works.
I
Nice.
think I
He
have.
he like his melodies that he makes, they're just so touching to me. I just don't know why. Somehow he does it, and I was inspired to actually like in a way, I want to make music as touching as he does. And I don't know, like I I have a lot of bands and artists and musicians that I follow, and I probably like inspired by all of them, like at least at some point,
Yeah.
Yeah.
some extent. But
Yeah.
to have like one big like, man to be inspired by is probably Joe Hisaishi.
Okay. If I'm hoping to start making music soon, and if I am, I think my biggest inspiration, I don't know if you've heard of him, Akira Yamaoka.
Kira Yamoka, I heard of him. I'm not sure what he did.
He composes the music for the Silent Hill game series.
Oh yes, man, how could I forget?
Yeah, if anything,
I totally know him. I totally know him.
yeah, if anything, I would be inspired by him because his music, it's so beautiful yet so horrifying. It gives you that sense of sadness yet fear at the same time, and it just drags you in like no other.
I think like his actual like ambient part that he does just for the levels of Silent Hill, it's so like genius in the way that
Oh, it is.
music itself that drags you into this atmosphere.
Oh
And-
yes.
And my biggest liking of his, like his songs, like the credit song, like, did you ever beat Silent Hill 4?
I myself didn't, but I know the music.
Okay, yeah, that song, that credit song, Cradle of Forest. That's probably one of my favorite songs in Silent Hill.
That's very good. I'm probably my favorite of all time, or a little letter to my future self, or Room of Angel.
Oh, Room of Angel.
That's a good one.
It is. That's
Oh.
Room of Angel is just hypnotizing for me.
Oh.
I can just listen to it over and over and over.
that's the song that actually got me into Silent Hill music.
And
It's like,
rightfully so.
I mean, like at first I just played it because it's a good horror game. It's sick and twisted and like the way I like. But then I heard that song and I thought maybe I should listen to the music more. I wasn't really paying attention to it,
Mm.
and I actually started paying attention to it, and I loved it, and I became obsessed with it.
And the creepiest song that I think about in Silent Hill is the one where there's that chanting kind of.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. That's,
I think that's the one that
And-
That's the one that goes on when you're fighting your dark self in Silent Hill 3
Mhm.
on
Yeah.
that merry-go-round.
yeah, and you can hear like one of the main guys do that loud wail or whatever.
Yep.
uh,
That's like one of my favorite battles.
Yeah, it's. I heard that
Probably
song.
one of the creepiest moments for me in Silent Hill was in the first Silent Hill when you enter a dark schoolyard and there's just piano just mashing, just bam,
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
I was horrified to enter that room.
that was
Just
the thing about Silent Hill 1. The ambience that they made for that
Ambience
just
in the atmosphere.
you just don't want to play anymore.
that good, but ambience and just atmosphere just made it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It did.
Like there were so many parts in that you just didn't want to continue.
It's like, I don't want to play anymore. I'm too scared.
Yes, exactly.
Alright, there you go. Alright.
But
So,
one thing I want to say is I don't have many people that I get to talk about Silent Hill with, so this is like a nerd moment for me.
Great.
alright, so, do you have a YouTube channel?
I didn't heard that. Skype cut it out.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. It's YokaTheChangeling, I guess. I Yeah, it's YokaTheChangeling.
Well,
Just
we'll put a link to your YouTube channel in the description.
Yeah, because,
great.
yeah, well,
People need to check you out.
exactly, yeah.
People need to check out your music.
By the way, I want to kind of ask you a question for once.
Alright.
Alright.
I have like suspicion, but I'm not quite sure. Did you actually like notice me because I won this competition, or it was not related?
Actually, the way I noticed you was I saw a picture of Rainbow Dash with the rainbow paint, and I thought I've never seen that picture before. And then I saw remixed by Yoka, and I thought, okay, this is different. I checked it out, and I heard it, and I like the thing that caught me is the Rainbow Factory song. I don't know if you meant for it, but it reminded me kind of Silent Hill atmospheric music, kind of. And
Actually,
I
it
loved
wasn't
it.
intended, but that's a compliment.
Like I said, I compare things a lot.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much how I discovered you, and the way Static discovered you is that I wouldn't shut up about you.
Yep. Yeah, I came home from work. And he's like, "Hey Richie, hey Richie, you gotta listen to this. Hey Richie."
It wasn't like that, but
And I was like, okay, just push play. Let me hear it.
yeah, I mean, I did actually hear that you won a contest, but that isn't exactly the way I heard about you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I heard about it through him, and then I heard that you won the contest, and I was like, well, from the way it sounds, you earned it.
Oh yeah. Like I am a YouTube addict, so I don't really discover my ways like that. I discover it by just randomly searching.
Yep, he's every time I look at him, he's on his computer. YouTube.
But
Well, I am myself quite heavily on YouTube. I have like tons of subscriptions.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
yeah, I do too. I try and look for a certain video by someone. I have to scroll down for half an hour because I'm trying to look for that person.
oh yeah. All right. Did you ask one already?
Yes.
Okay. What has been your favorite song that you've made so far?
Pony song? Pony remix?
I guess any song. I mean, all I've heard by you so far is on your channel, so.
Yeah. Well, probably my favorite is It Came Out. I'm actually working on the original song right now. And as
Nice.
far as I can tell, this is gonna be pretty great. But from what I have on my channel, it's hard to pick. They all so different, and they kind of so different for me, and the process of making is really different. So, but probably the Rainbow Factory. It's kind of. I still feel like I'm still glad that it came out as good as it did.
I mean, I actually got to say this. Another reason why I decided to keep listening to it is because, you know, it was so different. It was like a breath of fresh air from all the dubstep and everything.
Mm.
So it was just so different, and that's what I like in music. I like different.
Exactly. Yep.
Yep. Me too. I'm I'm not an electronic music person at all, so I listen to some electronic, to some dubstep, but I have no idea how people do it. Like, Probably right now it sounds kind of ridiculous because everyone does makes dubstep. Everyone probably knows how to, but I have no idea.
I don't.
I have no idea how to make dubstep either.
The only type of music I know how to make is pencil beats,
Mm.
which that's pretty much just drumming with pencils. It's like the only type of music I know how to make. So
That's
don't feel bad about dubstep. I mean, if you try to put me on a dubstep maker, I'd probably break it by accident.
All right, let's do so.
except I'm surprised that the dubstep maker isn't made. Like there's no program called dubstep maker.
Huh. Well, I know there's like DJ stuff and like, I mean, like, you said you used FL Studio, right?
Yeah, I used FL Studio for a long time for my Rainbow Factory remix, and then I switched to Cubase. Now
I tried to use FL Studio.
It's confusing.
Oh yeah, I could not use it at all. Like I don't.
Kind of confusing. It's just basically what type of confusion is good for you.
Like I guess if you give me multiple things that I have to work with, I'm not that good. I mean, like if it's in a video game, I'm perfect. But if it's like something that like that, no.
Yeah, I tried to use the beta version for FL Studio, and people have told me that the full version is completely different from the beta. I'm like, then what's the point of the beta if you can't learn what it's gonna be like?
Exactly. Yeah. What did you say? This program you're using now?
I'm now using Cubase 5.
Cubase.
Is that a free program?
No, but I'm kind of pirating it.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yep.
come on. Who isn't nowadays?
Russia is the land of piracy. Just like the story of piracy in Russia is just like could be another interview for half of an hour, and just tell you about all the ridiculous things with piracy that happens here. It's just crazy.
I mean, come on. Who doesn't do that kind of stuff on the internet? No.
Right. I know hundreds of people that do. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, probably even Tombstone. He might have pirated his.
Well, we don't want to.
No, I won't go into. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I might cut.
We don't need to do any unnecessary offending.
I might cut that out. Alright. I think it's your turn.
Okay. Question. Okay. Are there any future plans that you would like to mention to everyone?
I think you're going to mention
well,
that song.
I already mentioned the original songs.
Yeah, okay.
That's right.
And I
Yeah, you mentioned that.
have I have a lot of ideas, but they kind of all just floating around. But
Hey, if you have an idea, you can make it
definitely
reality.
I will make another remix of Wooden Toaster songs.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
May I ask which song is it?
Well, there's actually two. I won't. I won't tell. Like right now, I don't want it to be like anticipated or something. Just.
That's alright. If you don't want to tell, that's alright.
Trying to pry your way in.
No, I'm not.
Jeez.
I'm not. I'm just a music lover trying to. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me ask a different one then. Have you ever performed live before?
Repeat it. Skype once again cut it.
That's okay.
Yeah, Skype can be that way.
Oh yeah. Have you ever performed live before?
I actually had. That actually was very weird experience for me, because I was performing with just my acoustic guitar,
Oh, nice.
and I was told to play country, but I wasn't told what type of country I should play. And because of lack of my knowledge of country music, um, I was just like playing just some random songs, and the audience, half of an audience was loving it because I don't know, maybe I just was good, but the other half was hating it.
Oh wow.
It was like very weird. Yeah,
You can't please everyone. So.
Exactly.
probably.
I know we don't.
No, yeah.
We've gotten some hate.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, speaking of weird experience, we're gonna be going to BronyCon in August, and we're actually gonna be on a panel, and that's
Oh,
Static's not nervous, he's told me, but I'm nervous.
I've talked in front
That's
of
awesome.
people before.
I haven't. Like the only time I've ever like done anything in front of people was the time I did a song at camp.
You
Yeah, but that was only like 30 people. And this is gonna be in front of hundreds, possibly thousands of people.
but
it's
but having a panel, it's pretty awesome.
it is.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not ours, but we were just
Yep,
invited.
it's Eric Zaya official.
Yep. Look him up, people. He makes good music.
He does. He does. Questions.
All right, don't push me.
I'll push you all day.
All right. Is there a cutie mark from the My Little Pony show that kind of stands out to you?
Oh, well. Cutie mark like the mark itself?
Yep.
Yeah, like the mark
Yep.
on their flank or something.
Yep, from like any
Mm.
background
Well,
pony from any of the main six. From
That's actually kind of... I say no because the reason I kind of chose to be a changeling, to my OC to be a changeling, because I couldn't choose a cutie mark for myself. I'm a musician, but I'm also an artist, but I'm also good at some other stuff. And what exactly I want to do, like for life, I can decide. So
yeah, right now my OC doesn't have a cutie mark either.
Mine does.
I don't know what to do.
My OC's cutie mark is a gaming headset.
mm,
Mostly because all I do on my main channel is record gameplay.
well, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Which, like, I enjoy it. Like, right now I'm working on Brutal Hexen, Super Punch-Out, and Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem forever.
Nope, this is the one that was originally for N64, but now is 3D.
Actually, it was originally for a
Mm.
computer.
But yeah,
Oh,
And it
the
came
old
with
one.
yep.
Yep, Duke Nukem
When it was
3D is what it's called.
Oh yeah, that one is really good. Duke Nukem Forever was good, but
Well,
I'll always
it
prefer
was
the old
like
one.
very tired because it was made like for 10 or more years.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, Duke Nukem 3D will always be my
Yeah,
favorite.
Duke Nukem Forever. I like that one, but it's not as good as the old
Yeah.
one.
No.
Yep.
It's
And they're apparently gonna remake the old one, and I'm hoping that's gonna be good.
That's a good thing.
Like they're not gonna add any kind of
sorry.
well, they're not going to add any kind of storyline. They're just going to throw you right in. You know how damn, those aliens are going to pay for shooting up. They're just going to start you right there,
They're not gonna.
but just with better graphics.
They're not gonna change any of the storyline. Try and make it better in their
Nope,
opinion.
they're just going to start you off right there, and just with better graphics.
I know sometimes they say we made the storyline better. It's like
Nope.
no, you didn't. It sucks.
Nope, they're not going to have any kind of storyline. They're just going to start you off.
Oh, good.
Start you off with just a
Actually
pistol.
had storyline beyond of just running and killing aliens.
Right? It's like, oh, well, what am I killing? Then you see some random. It's like,
I mean,
oh, that's what I kill.
I guess there is kind of a storyline. Basically, you just got to save the babes.
Yep.
Good enough for me.
Yep. Exactly.
One thing they changed though in the N64 Duke Nukem, you could save the girls in the find stuff, but in the one I downloaded, you have to kill them.
Mhm.
That's weird.
Hmm.
It's different.
As long as the gameplay's the same.
Oh yeah, it's
I'm gonna tear your head off and shit down your neck.
yeah, and I told my mom about that game that we used to play that game when I was probably 6, and like she couldn't believe that I played that when I was that young. Like our dad bought it for us, so like she was like, I didn't know it had that stuff. Like I've told her it was probably the goriest game of its time, possibly.
Awesome. Well,
But there was this one game. Sorry.
Huh?
I was expecting it to be really bad, but it wasn't that bad. It's called Phantasmagoria, and I expected it to be real bad, but it's not that bad.
I'm not even gonna. Okay.
Yeah,
Mind out of the.
I'm
Cutter.
kinda
like
I'm kinda started having weird connection on Skype.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, are we lagging or something?
No, it's like quality just dropped.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen sometimes for some reason.
Especially since we're using a cheap old headset.
My cheap old headset.
Yeah. Been under a pile of clothes and probably in a bag of chips once or twice.
No, it has not. It's been on the floor under nothing. It's just been on the floor.
Okay. Next question. Do you sing for any of your music you make?
Well, for now I don't, because I don't have any decent mic. But I'm kind of can sing. It's not like I learned it specifically. I was just singing for the entirety of my life. So I
Oh yeah, I'm the same.
got kind of good at it, but not really. I probably will try and see what will come out when I some sort of mic. But I can't say am I good, am I not? I don't know.
Oh, hey, it doesn't matter. Just give it your best shot and get it out there, you know.
And my biggest problem is I like to record vocal covers. My problem is even if it's probably good, I'll think it sucks, so I just delete it.
Yeah, and
You-
it doesn't.
I know that feeling. You always need someone else to give it to listen. Because when I was working on Rainbow Factory remix, I kind of like I spent like 2 or 3 days on like guitars to get them sound good, and I was like not sure if it's good or not, or what is going on, like. And after some time I was so much working on it, I couldn't actually like tell am I doing the right or wrong thing. So I give it to listen to Thick Freak, if you know him. He also a musician,
Okay.
running musician. So I gave it to listen to him, and he was like, dude, that's so good. I wasn't expecting it to be good. And I'm like, yeah? Like, you sure? He like, dude, sure. Put it out. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
It's
that's the way it is. For some reason, the person who makes it always hates what they make. It's like, oh, this sucks. And then you give it to
always
somebody.
need some feedback from someone.
Like one thing I've tried to live by is even if you think it sucks, upload it anyway.
Somebody will like it.
And that's what I should have done with my vocal covers, because I had done a vocal cover of Petrified by Mike and Hate Seed, and I thought it sucked, but I didn't. I deleted it, and I shouldn't have. Because I got all the lyrics right. Like, spot on. And now it's gone forever.
Should've let me hear it.
I'm usually just don't delete my stuff. I just have a giant folder of demo things.
Well, the reason I deleted it is because I only have like 30 gigabytes, so...
Yeah.
Mhm.
My laptop is like jam-packed full of games.
Yeah.
And not to mention the recording software I have. 10-minute video can take up 3 gigabytes.
1 gig. A 10-minute video takes up 1 gig.
Now that I have it on full time, which makes the quality better, it takes up 3 gigabytes.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so that sucks.
Well, fine.
Yep.
So, in other words, I could probably only have a 30-minute video, and then that would be it. And my memory
Well,
would be gone.
perfect time for YouTube.
Yeah, you should.
Well, most of my videos are usually only 10 minutes. So.
Have you defragmented your hard drive in a while?
What's that?
It
I'm
makes-
tech savvy, but sometimes I'm not.
I can show you later.
Well, if
After
it
we're done.
involves a lot of
It's
work,
not erasing, no, and it does involve work. It'll just take a long time if you've never done it.
I've never done it.
Okay, well, I'll show you after we're done here.
Or later. Because
Okay.
I want to record videos.
Question.
Alright. Where were we?
Mm.
Okay, what's the usual amount of time it takes for you to make a song?
Well, there's no like usual time. It really depends.
'Cause there's never.
First Rainbow Factory remix took me like from have an idea and start just working with them to release on YouTube probably took like a month. It's not like month of straight up working, but
No.
Yeah.
it still was a lot of work. My
It's like-
remix for competition, on the other hand, took me like a day. Because I was just like, I wasn't serious about it. I was just heard this absolutely silly song that they made. And I was just having fun with it. And one day it's done. It's out. One Trick Pony remix, probably like 3, maybe 5 days. Like, good amount of time for it in.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
The Rainbow Factory one, probably isn't at all how it was, but like week 1, made. Week 2, should I upload it? Week 3, no, maybe I shouldn't upload it. Week 4, should I upload this? Week 5, shows friend. It's good. Okay, uploads it. I know that probably isn't how it went, but that's how it'd be for me. I'm very indecisive.
He is. He spent most of the day saying, should I ask you?
Yeah, last night I got a coupon for a game on Steam, and I spent like 4 hours deciding if I should ask my dad if I can buy it or not, because I had to use I'll have to use a credit card. Finally, I asked him, and he said yes when he gets home. For those of you who don't know it, it's Serious Sam 3.
Well, I'm pretty sure nobody knew it because I'm.
Well,
the
I mean, for
person-
those of you who might know it after I name it. Yeah, for those of you who don't know the game that I haven't mentioned yet. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever done a collaboration before?
Repeat it. Skype derped.
Yeah, it seems to be doing that a lot on our end too. But
Oh yeah.
have you ever done a collaboration before?
Well, I'm actually working on one. And it's for my original song. I hope it will work out.
That's cool.
But,
Alright,
but I can't
sorry.
speak about experience of it because I barely have any.
Oh yeah.
it's alright.
Yeah.
What
is your favorite My Little Pony episode?
Man, that's a tough question.
Oh yeah.
From all of it, or I can go like from season 1, season 2.
Oh yeah, from all of it.
From all of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, only hardcore. Okay, from all of it. Probably just based on rewatching value, it will be Luna Eclipse.
That's
Nice.
a good
It
one.
is.
I like it.
That was my favorite until Keep Calm and Flutter On came out. And then that had to be my favorite, because Fluttershy is my favorite pony.
Yeah. Keep calm. Awesome.
I-
Yep. Fluttershy has been my favorite since... Well, actually, when I first got into the fandom, I know I've mentioned this before, I was really into the Grimdark part of the fandom, and my favorite pony was Octavia.
That's
And then...
kind of unusual to be associated with Grimdark.
Oh yeah, I know. And then I actually started watching the show because Richie started spamming me with clips from the show, so I thought, fine, I'll watch it. And I liked it, and I got out of the Grimdark, and my favorite pony became Fluttershy.
Yeah, I don't think there is a Grimdark episode with Octavia.
Well, there is almost no episodes with Octavia. Yes.
No, there's only one, the Grand Galloping Gala. And but the reason I liked Octavia is because she took me as a gothic symphonic metal lover.
Which is shit, none of it.
No, I know that's not at all what she probably is, but
yeah,
I don't know.
By your look,
I know,
yeah, I know why you thought of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she plays a cello, so does Apocalyptica. They have cellos and
dark
violins.
Gray and long hair.
Yep, Apocalyptica, they play cellos and violins, and yet they're metal. Or they're considered metal. Like, you should hear their One by Metallica cover. Just all cellos and violins, but they go hardcore.
Okay.
I'm surprised their strings don't break.
What is your favorite song from the My Little Pony series?
Favorite song. Well, for the longest time it was Winter Wrap Up because I just couldn't get it out of my head. But now probably This Day Aria. It's just
that's a good one.
got me. Every single time I listen to it,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just so good.
Yeah,
It is.
I can't think of the name of the singer who sings it, but the way she can go from being sad and in despair, going back to evil and just
And the musical part of it, it's like always changing. It's just like it's changing.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Melody, it changes key, it changes rhythm. Like, and it works.
It does.
I mean, the music they make for My Little Pony is unlike any other show out there.
Oh yes, definitely.
Daniel Ingram, he's a genius.
Oh,
I
definitely.
mean, you can listen to the songs. No offense to diehard SpongeBob fans out there, but you can listen to music from like SpongeBob or something, and then you go to My Little Pony and you're like, wow.
Yeah, and it's like orchestra going
Yeah.
on. It's,
I mean, of course, the first song from My Little Pony is just simple guitar and everything, but that became a favorite because, you know, it's happy and it
yeah, happy and it's
has emotion. It's full of emotion. Alright.
Have you heard about rumors about new opening? Yeah,
Really?
I think I read something
yeah,
on it,
since-
to be honest. I'm really interested if they changed the song. 'Cause
I hope they don't change the song, but I can understand the opening since Twilight's become an alicorn.
and Discords with him now too. He's not evil anymore.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well,
He's
not
He's
evil,
not
but
evil,
he's-
but he's not happy about it, I guess.
well, that's kind of debatable. Like,
But-
the whole ending of that episode is kind of what?
Yeah, it's kind of sketchy.
Oh yeah.
It's like he's like,
Are you
I can't remember.
good now,
It's been so
or are
long
you
since-
kind of like just what?
Yeah, exactly.
He says, "I'll use my power for good sometimes."
Sometimes, yeah.
And then he says, "Friendship is magic," but he says it like unhappily. And then I remember a picture I found. He says that and has Peter Griffin saying, "Ah, he said it."
Title drop.
I
Bam.
like that. That was funny. I used to watch Family Guy all the time. Now I just watch it sometimes.
I like American Dad better than Family Guy.
At some points I like it. Like there's one part I remember on American Dad where he's what?
I don't know.
Where he's apparently high and he's just staring at some food for like the longest time. Yeah, that's the song.
It's just like 10 minutes of staring.
It's hilarious. Like I think that scene is on YouTube also, so
Yeah.
I might put a link up to that just for the heck of it. All right. What is the hardest part about making your music?
Hardest part. Hardest part. Taking a break from it, probably. Because I tend to like just go from like, okay, I have an idea, I have like a melody, I get everything ready. I'm going to like Cubase, work, do. And after like several hours, I already can recognize like, is it good or not? Am I doing the right thing or not? And I'm like, I need to take a break, and I forgot about the song for like a day or something. But sometimes I just can't. I just keep listening to it.
Yeah, you got the idea in your head, and it's like, but I want to make it. It's okay.
Exactly.
I want to sleep,
I want to
please. I have to go to the bathroom.
Well, and kind of like when you get into My Little Pony, you're watching it all night, and you're like, I have to sleep, but I want to keep watching.
Yep.
That's how I was when I first got into the show. I decided to watch it on Netflix on my 3DS, and I couldn't stop until my battery finally died.
Yep.
Which was like at 5 a.m.
One episode more, like I can hold my eyes open.
Where's the duct tape?
But what I was happy about is that the battery didn't die until right after an episode. I was happy about that. Like I was about to choose an episode and then it decides to die.
Good.
I was unhappy, but I was happy it didn't die in the middle of an episode. Oh yeah, it was. So I just plugged it in. I laid down. I fell right to sleep. And I didn't wake up till like almost 1.
Okay. What do you most enjoy about making music?
Composing. Just straight up.
Nice.
I'm really like I'm really good at improvising, so most of my music comes just from me improvising. And I'm usually kind of improvising something. I like part of it, I remember it, and then I start to add into this part different other melodies that kind of goes at the same time, and they create like a different feel for a melody. It's really like process that I can't really explain, but it's really fun.
That's good. Alright, so we are out of the written questions, so we are going to try and go to questions that we can think up off the top of our head.
I got one. Who's your favorite pony out of the main 6?
Well, when I first was introduced to My Little Pony, it was Applejack, like from the first episode. But
Nice.
over the course of the first season, Pinkie Pie got me. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can
After
understand that.
Party of One, Pinkie Pie.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Pinkie Pie has a lot of emotion.
And she has a lot of presence in this series.
Oh, she does. Like even just if she's popping out of random places.
Yep. I think my favorite scene of her just hiding has to be when she's in Party of One, when she's hiding in that hay bale, and she has the huge eyeglasses and the mustache on it. You're okay, Pinkie. Yep, just a hopping hay bale with eyeglasses and a mustache. And
the most efficient
trench coat.
disguise.
Yup.
My favorite part of her hiding is probably when she's in the bucket of sponges. She pops out forever.
This forever part is just so pinky. Just cannot be explained by physics.
No.
I also like the part when she hops out of the apple cart to stare down Twilight, and she takes a bite of the apple and just
Juicy.
juicy. Yep.
Yeah.
It's like she goes from being serious to silly so fast.
I like her in the opening of third season, where she was just in this spy suit, then she was in Fluttershy suit. It's just,
Yeah.
it's actually like got me pretty much as hard as Twy. Like Fluttershy just came in and zips, it's Pinky. What? Sorry about artists. What are you doing?
Alright, here's a question. This is part of the different music. Do you know the band Static X?
Static what?
X.
I heard it, several songs, but I never got to research on it.
They're really different. Like the music they make, they call dark disco.
Yeah.
But it's like a type of metal kind of, but it sounds so different. Like 2 songs I would recommend to you are "Push It" and "The Only." Those are my 2 favorite songs from them. I mean, they have a lot of good songs, but be aware the lyrics are simple. Like they don't seem like
those guys. I just googled them. Yeah, they have good sound. Very
they do.
the wall of sound, as it's called.
Yeah.
And the lead singer always reminds me of the Slim Jim guy. Or do you have Slim Jim
This
there?
guy just completely died on me, almost.
Oh, can you hear me?
Now I do.
Okay, yeah, I was asking if you knew Slim Jim.
It's a type of beef jerky.
Yeah,
egg.
it's a food, Slim Jim. And I was wondering, do you have that there?
I still really barely hear you.
Oh, Skype. It's either a mic or
it's
Skype.
probably just Skype.
Can you hear me?
Just being silly. I hear you, but not all of the time.
Yeah, I was wondering. Like, I was asking. This is a type of jerky, kind of like a type of meat. Slim Jim.
We don't have any of it.
It's good. That's all I can say
We
about
actually
it.
don't have jerky, pretty much none.
Oh, well, if I ever visit Russia, I'm gonna bring tons of bags of jerky. So I wouldn't be able to survive without it.
You can't bring imported foods.
Oh, that sucks. Because I can't. Like, my mom, every time she goes to the store, every week, she buys me either jerky or Slim Jim, and I can't survive without it.
Jerky.
Alright, you get a question?
Yes, I do. Who's your favorite background pony? Yeah,
Well,
background pony.
since I'm not going to follow this Applejack joke,
Actually, Rarity's become that joke now.
Yeah. Since the 3rd season, she's become the
yeah,
background pony.
kinda. I hope they will meet up next season for both of them.
Yeah.
I
Like,
will
they need to
probably go just with classic Derby.
Nice. Yeah, someone showed me a video last night, and I remember the first time I watched it, I cried my eyes out.
Oh.
Save Derpy. I couldn't watch it again. Like at the time they showed me it, I was watching Your Grammar Sucks number 50, and I didn't want to get out of my laughing mood.
Yeah,
So,
that video was
I don't know if
really
you know that's.
touching. Even though I
It
not
was.
agree on the whole this derp apocalypse was just not about things for everyone. But
It's.
that video was good.
It
We,
was.
It
we
was.
actually
It was a
have a
well-made
Russian
video,
version of it, and it's also good. It's one of the few fan videos that we have like dubbed.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Yeah. Do you know that YouTube series Your Grammar Sucks?
I heard of it, but I don't recall what is it.
It's really good. It's by
Mm.
Jax Films. It's hilarious. He recently made his 51. That is the biggest collaboration I have ever seen. It has PewDiePie, Tay Smosh, tons of other people I don't even know.
Great.
And like I said, I'm a YouTube addict, so of course I know those people.
That's
Yeah.
But YouTube has become
It's
my
become
TV.
TV for many people.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, there's never anything on TV anymore. Like, I used to watch non-stop cartoons, but they're never on anymore.
Like YouTube, it's like next big media that's like becoming big like right now. Even that it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think eventually YouTube might actually become the
I
TV.
think it's
Well-
like already on some TVs.
Well, yeah.
It is.
Like,
There-
we watch YouTube on our TV a lot with our Blu-ray player.
Well, you do.
Well, yeah, I do. He just kind of sits there and watches what I watch.
Yeah, I'm not too picky. Usually I'm too exhausted to care. So.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I watch a lot. Recently, I've been watching a lot of Klitzner games. And he's just a gamer who plays old school games.
Do you watch Game Grumps? Do you watch
Huh?
Game Grumps?
No, I haven't. I've been recommended that channel so many times, but I've never
That's
actually
one fun
checked it out.
channel.
I need to check that out. I don't know. I've never. I want to check it out, but I keep like, do I want to check it out? And then I find a video like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. And then I get onto my usual videos that I watch, and I just completely
It's
forget about it.
probably, as you know, by JonTron and EquestriaTalk, and they both comedians, and they have a good chemistry between them. It's just at times it's so funny.
Huh? Well, check it out.
Yeah, but what I mostly watch on YouTube are Tobuscus, PewDiePie, and Klitzner, and Jax Films. I don't know if you know any of those.
I know pretty much all of them. I watched PewDiePie for like when he become like big. I also subscribed to him when he was like doing a lot of scary stuff and just I don't remember already the name of the game when you always kill yourself on a bicycle. Yeah.
Happy Wheels.
It's horrible but hilarious game.
Oh yeah.
I watched some of that, but I kind of moved on from it at some point.
Yeah, I've been watching less of PewDiePie lately, but he's been getting back into good games. Like, I know he's playing this one that's. I watched one episode of it, and I wanted to take my headphones off because it's so scary. But
Did
I
he
didn't want to
already
at the same
play
time.
Slenderman: The Arrival?
Yeah,
Right.
I need to watch that. I only watched his beta, and I haven't watched the full one.
Because I saw some of that. It feels like Slender game, but it looks like a good game.
It
Yeah.
does. Like, it's good enough
Yeah.
that you actually have to
And
pay
it
for
actually has multiple levels.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. They even have the original Slender Woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching his Alice Madness Returns.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, but
Can you think of any more?
I
I think we might be out of
That-
questions.
Oh, his OC.
That's
Huh?
His OC.
Oh yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about your
my
OC?
OC. Well, there's not a lot to say about him. I basically made him changeling because, as I said, I couldn't decide what cutie mark I will take. So I kind of go with an idea that he can change in pony with any cutie mark at will. But
Yeah.
I didn't want to go like too fancy on him, so he pretty much just normal changeling. One of the many. So that's pretty much what I got. I don't have a lot of lore on that.
If you can see the picture of my Skype, you can see that a picture of my OC. I didn't do much with him either. He's just a common blue pony with a little bit
He's
of red and
Pegasus.
orange hair.
Pegasus. He's back.
Huh? Yeah, he is a Pegasus. I was thinking about making a unicorn, but then I realized I love being up in an airplane. So I thought, why not love flying? So I thought, and plus, that sure, unicorns can reach stuff with their magic, but a Pegasus could reach stuff like kind of far with their wing.
Yep.
Their wings.
Kind of far. Well, they can go up in the sky, so they can reach really far with their wings.
That's true.
Alright.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Yeah, I think we're...
Alright, yeah. Well, looks like we're out of
That's-
questions.
Happens eventually.
Well, it was a good set. We haven't had a interview this long in a while.
No,
So it was good.
it was.
So thank you so much, Yoka, for being
Thank
on
you
here.
for having
thank
me.
you
It
very
was
much.
a lot of fun. It was actually my first interview. It went pretty good for the first one. I've enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
That's good.
That's good.
good. It will always be bad if your first interview went over bad. So we try to make our interviews as fun as possible.
Yep.
Alright, well, thank you all for watching, and as always, I'm Indigo Wisp,
And I'm Static Blitz,
and he is Yoka.
the Changeling.
Yes, the Changeling. And we are EquestriaTalk, and we are going to exit out with a bro hoof. Don't push! Alright, and again, thank you all for watching.
Bye-bye.